beautiful. But our part of this world my governance and ye beautiful. Your governance yet said ye to take Kwabena Asante say oba slip na no be kwakopana ya so Sammy Gyamfi. What is the news about Sammy Gyamfi? What is the news? That Sammy Gyamfi ide wakoche dey obo wache sikade one so what the whole country should spend precious time the whole country discussing Sammy Gyamfi. So wakoche dey wakoche sika obi that the ben you refer to my pefra and look at some of the conversations on the car. If you have a challenge with Sammy Gyamfi as a person, I don't give a toss about that. But you know, the word fairness should always be operational. Principles should always be operational in whatever we do and say. So no, now also I know the I don't want to know how I'm dealing with what a journalist I need to deal. And so Sammy Gyamfi, morning show, drive time, afternoon show, online. Are we serious? And we have the courage to do comparisons that and Cecilia Dapa man pacho with the baby obia onyame shows no more by no more hodin because they don't fair no easy. You have the courage to be comparing Cecilia Dapa mami nyam for way situation no and Sammy Gyamfi worlds apart. There is really no link. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Oh dear, a case of Yatetewa na adewe krano enye no bra no wa betwenti den they will record the people odi na odi nipa odi ne kwanfa say yenye de yempam no ana yenyi na di ana say yen repeat stories all the time ana say de I don't get it. We need to set up and be principled as a very 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 good opposition and other people of different opinion. I think what we should be doing at this time, Obi, as I'm talking to you now, and you know, ACC will main under this government, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We need to talk about it. The kind of opposition that the MPP and other opposition parties are offering us, we need to talk about it. Now, Sammy Gyamfi video no wakotoka okaira. Wakoma agrada $2,000 aira. We can question Cecilia Dapa because sabi all this can be court so be realistic. And the better just say or no space no. Why do you compare 1 million to 3,000 or to which I'm not even sure. Jimmy Boss can be keke.
No, the recipient they say 800.
I don't even want to go by that. I will not go by that. Me, I will not go by that. I said me who all kinds of but why? Why? The person Sammy Gyamfi we know issues are be fair in discussing matters of this sort. Ghana from Pamchomomienko beyond this. And time pass out. No, ya, when you're on a mission, dear, deal with him on that score. But
because where I agree with you,
yes, Obi.
You may have issues with a political opponent or a politician because again may draw that distinction because any opposition party from Kwane Kasa. There are some Ghanaians. That's what I said. Other people, yes. Good. And I'm saying, sir, you can have an issue as a political opponent or as a Ghanaian who is not happy about Bibi Awehu. But let's also be fair. I mean, if we are not also careful, then we will lower the threshold too much. Threshold, there was a and that's why the same argument you be here in the case of the Chief Justice.
Exactly.
So if we are not careful, the threshold for removing a Chief Justice, may lower it too much. The same thing here. I mean, because if Sika politician a was a politician elusu a juma or womua, then we have a problem.
Well, I'll be coming.
Every politician we need to have a situation.
It's the mindset that we have.
It's not problem.
Almost all the arguments, the target is not the act, it's the person. You don't know focal when it comes to governance in this country. You don't know focal. Intimacy.
It is be a learning way
aspect of it. Sure. And Mabuluna Monya favor before His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to be given positions that are so sensitive.
Yes.
Asempa FM.
Munim de ebiana munim de obonefo na hihya to ho amamu. Muamu party for.
And a non-putting on
Muamu party
make say, and no crown the
Muamu party for
the internal
Muamu party for.
Charlie, among for you wiki
party for now, Mokache say. Yenu yenim de na etihano. We have cabinet ministers calling us.
Charlie.
We have party executives calling us. We have party sympathizers calling us. NDC groupings. Catch us that my animal fee say I try and him say we mun these are executioners or bravo. You think that is what we practice here? Now continue Pentecost, I also go bumpire. Now call Apostle Salas one man. Now Reverend Steve and the Pastor Stanley. Empire Mobama no. Sa dance the crew no nyoma ensem fatano. And no now the better higher wajumana. I don't give a toss to what people will say. And then why? The bitterness and the trappings we continue to set for ourselves is too much, Ghana. I'll get to Sammy Gyamfi. But I stand with him on this matter.
Yeah.
I stand with him on this matter. And the code of conduct, and I went and the Bajama, and the Messinga, and the that is what you are going to do.
No, but my other point,
that is what you are going to do.
Even if you want to go with the code of conduct. Why? The code of conduct, man, a profile sanctions.
The general question after everything I'll ask you, the code of conduct and the constitution of Ghana and the minister.
That's fine.
Now, behind sometimes here, Kasa, the person, Sammy Gyamfi, I'm not dealing with the act.
Yeah.
The act, there's nothing at stake.
What
can send me or more dear, what do you know, if you say, or Yahomaso and all those things, there be a media with the Kokawasi. Bamamumi and you're hard unnecessarily on ourselves like that.
You give the dog a bad
yes, sir. A crobia was what you tell me your central for Mukwanoma represent me obi of various places. Mudisumasidra. When I'm with you, Abai Sisa, Obia, Unim do be a pet. Unya, we are saying Japadian now, Obi Kim. Now, Kilano. Oshena, Ediam Kuntebu Pa na Abekwaku Buachina. Why? Why are we so punchy on ourselves like that? Now, Saminti and ye can't be. Minim Chengubia Kekakasa, Ufran into ma, cry any ye. Chile Nipaduo na what ye so when a man yourself or him as young as he is. Inti Fred Abonyo saw me body the cast in Nowa. Inti Fred Abonyo she me was and a quarter baby, and I'll share of family and walk a corner to the bottom and a mammy $3,000 and I said $2,000. It will feel Fred Abonyo pie, baby in Yasi.
Sir, or because I think the other side and so the recipient that's fine.
Only no problems saying. I know the internal party business. Now what would you actually who I also no problem no. Oh no, I got why you there now only no problem. Now you bet my pay. Every social media. Me na me what this game me name their friend to X was an X baby other consider no child shoot only Tony Ban no more I am a farm and I'm in team I feel almost me become manage me space I'm saying Messiah na Messiah obi ani do open obi what trash here obi so trash here it mean me preaching now say you might have your personal political challenges with him. Your traditional challenges with him in terms of a Sunni binding the Yobi, said they better ha, any part binimuni and yajino. You can't stop it. You can never stop it. If we are going to use this as a measurement for our politicians, there, MPP, T2, can this shut up? Please.
Because that's where I think we should get to.
So what I say, because
and I spoke about threshold. If we are not careful, say you be say politician, who will be our Omanhene sika. It's as if you need any Ghana. Why should we even do that?
I don't make a
say Chayman Nipana any BBA on all fours. Knows idea way dear, but not this. If you want to
Obi, let me thank the chief of staff. The latest information crime I send your office or no. I am say assembly to watch the coming days.
Asempa
eti de obi akabia no wo ka your mind chichire Sammy Gyamfi oye ko a waso Ghana ye da ase anima ye nyina di ahoden your mama president mami nkotu or say I would have used a sledgehammer and I did still the work I was in
the sledgehammer
yeah I didn't know person born money mem ti mesre obi mesre
yeah
say a bit be ada no hu kum bebre a yeah ye kujao
into me no man I think we have to even chip this in say when so one a nyoma mienu for me I think constant refreshers for appointees no the president and the chief of staff should take it very serious. There are so many lessons from Tadiwe in this modern social media world, you know. You might be doing something that free say you might not know who is watching. It especially for the young appointees, you know. This should also tell you say the sensibilities of the Ghanaian. See, we are woke into the slightest thing, no. It so many sensibilities. Into appointees now mo pe show off. Ushu, tell my Omanhene account. Ushu no watcha. U3 piece no watcha.
The expensive one, and I say also go to the office.
Now they are basic office.
Now what charge?
Now we be iPad. We be way. Now we see it for water. Send your mano. Yenka say won to me. You have money to do those things. But there is something called the sensibilities of Ghanaians. The young appointees should watch it. This should be a lesson to everybody. But I honestly think, sir, even when you take the code of conduct, code of conduct, no punishment I profano. You were reprimand. You were so be forfeited salary, you were suspension, you were dismissal.
Them because say yes. Chief of staff, the latest information I've got.
Yes. Ain't why everybody thinks for this? Oh, he should be sacked. Yempamono. I don't understand where it's coming from. But the point is it should be something grievous. Yes, I've heard the argument around Adeno Yusu dollar, the fact that CDs a legal tender for the payment of any amount in Ghana and all of that. Yes, fair argument. And I believe so that sense, that moment of indiscretion, no, he was then pushed to apologize, which he has done. And we should be a bit with me. If it was something grievous, if it's a dear way dear. Not this. This really, for me, doesn't meet the threshold. Well, I don't see a problem with the greatest of respect. It doesn't meet the threshold.
The biggest problem this exposes us to is a reasonable percentage of young hands from where I sit. Who don't have experience in terms of managing situations in this country and certain sensitive positions. No?
Yes.
And yet a bit risky and dangerous. You can't run away from that fact.
Yeah.
That in political appointment, it's not just a matter of we need certain
experience,
of course,
competence,
of course. Baby, we are saying school, but a certain kind of experience and politically. Otina AKT Hamon Munasi, Otina other people Munasi, one disciplinarian, former road minister, Amakwata Dibiamika. You don't have to just bam. And that's how we are doing to ourselves now. Straight from university, bam. No, what it's one. Now, we are. Me, my age, 27 years. Me. I'm being even questioned why I drive a Lexus. 50-year-old man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm in more hospital and I'm more military and I'm more politics. 27 good years. I can't afford a Lexus. Or you think that we come to sit here and by the grace of God, because engage service, that's all that we sit here to do? Say what me point I say. I get you. Too much.
and we so crony one thing. We've always said this thing. Politics here, a dirty game, a treacherous game, and all of
that. We have fed our minds with that.
But the truth of the matter, so they say, in the last few days, when you see the kind of people are afraid, say I'm like, really? The same party.
So there are platforms that
actually, the same party. The same party.
So remember the person Sammy Gyamfi so.
Wow.
Sammy Gyamfi tie. I speak to you as a brother. Today
as a younger brother.
As a brother. Tomorrow maybe I will not speak to you as a brother.
Yeah.
Mesro, I am sure you have learned the best of lessons from this act of omission or display. Where they crucify him, no? 12 apostles no man the free by you. Crucify him, no? Uncle free baby, I must say, apostles Makumaku edu mienu no. And no free by crucify him. So your crucifixion process, no?
Yes.
You should come out as a refined politician. Because if you engage 20 people, I'll tell you 18 of the people now engage on Sammy Gyamfi. Ebinu kasa with Akoma. One of them say, "And you win and you made a son if you are ebe buano kwan bebre so a." Yesi onipa onti wachi asem. Senka wonnam ana oti wachi asem a na ka odon sa ego ti media meka kire young executives no manya appointments
young appointees
no say when you were in a position it said that you konkra kan na me ya akwada no